Okay, let's move on to our next, actually our last speaker, and it is Mitch Seehusen. He inspires high-performing sales teams and CEOs globally. He is the former chapter president of the National Speakers Association, Mountain West Chapter. Mitch previously worked in technology sales and sales management for more than 30 years, leading mid-sized to Fortune 100 companies. Mitch is a futurist with a keen view on developing trends and markets, and while developing his twisted sense of humor and the love of a great story. I give you Mitch Seehusen.
Hello. A couple of years ago, Captain Steve came to Salt Lake City. That's where I live. And his overall goal was to go skiing at Park City Mountain Resort. Okay, sounds great. So bright and early, one January morning, we get all geared up, get ready to go. And this is what Captain Steve decided to wear because he's kind of an outdoors guy. So he put on his hat, put on his glasses, put on his parka, and up we went to the Park City Mountain Resort. Once we got up there, oh, where's his parka? Oh, his parka's right here. It's camo. That's his camo parka on. And the only thing really missing from Captain Steve's ensemble was a shotgun and the waders. So it was like he was ready to go duck hunting. Not too long into the little adventure, we get all out of the vehicle, we get all of our equipment, our gear, we get our ski boots on, we get the poles, we get the rented skis, in his case, rented skis and rented poles. And he points up to the mountain and he says, I want to go over there. I said, well, yeah, but that's the ski team lift. You really know what's involved? Yeah, that doesn't matter. I'm the guest here. You should humor me. You should take your guest where the guest wants to go. Okay, fine. So we make our way over to the ski team lift. We load up, we're riding up the ski team lift, when all of a sudden there's a great big sign that says, no unloading at mid-mountain, ski racers only. I didn't think too much of it. But as we got close to the mid-mountain area, my friend Captain Steve just stands up and skis right off the lift at mid-mountain. I'm thinking, holy crap, what are you doing? And then I can hear a young lady who's the mid-mountain lift operator saying, excuse me, sir, excuse me. You're going to have to get back on the lift and go to the top because this is ski racers only. So I make my way to the top of the mountain. And like the host that I am, and a good friend of Captain Steve, I wait patiently, or in this case, impatiently, for him to arrive. He gets to the top of the lift, he skis off, and he's very indignant. He says, what? Could she not tell? Why? How did she know I wasn't a ski racer? I'm like, how did she know you weren't a ski racer? Bud, do you have a mirror? Do you know what ski racers look like? He's like, what's that got to do with anything? It's ski racers only. They're running a race. It's the ski team lift. It's important to know where you are at all times. Now, Captain Steve is so dedicated to his outdoor lifestyle. He really only shops at two stores, Cabela's and Bass Pro Shops, because it's Cabela's for the wintertime, for duck hunting, goose hunting, pheasant hunting, wildebeest hunting perhaps. And in the summertime, it's all about walleye fishing. Okay, well, come on, bud. Take a little look at what ski racers look like. Ski racers, they dress a little bit differently. Like, for example, they have like a satin racing suit, you know, kind of fancy. It may have the name of their country on there, like USA, for example. They wear big fancy gloves. They have a total satin suit. Their skis are extra long and curled up at the end. Their poles are bent. And they all wear fancy helmets with goggles. This, Captain Steve, is what the ski racers look like. So the instant you got up there with your parka, your hat, she knew instantaneously you weren't a ski racer. And that's why she made you sidestep all the way up the mid station to get on the lift and ride to the top. The important thing that we realize or need to realize in all of our businesses is that perception is the truth. So many sales organizations fail to recognize and realize that the perception of their salespeople, the perceptions of their sales managers, how they see the market, how they see the customers is the most important information. The relationships that your salespeople have with your customers is most important because they are your company. Your salespeople are your company. It's sort of funny how some CEOs and presidents of sales organizations think that it's all about them. Unfortunately, a couple of months ago, I was online at a global Zoom meeting with one of my clients. I won't tell you who they are, obviously, and I won't tell you what they do, but I will tell you that they are a global company. About 10 minutes into the meeting, there was over 100 people on a worldwide basis that was on this call. The CEO and a top leader in the organization got into a disagreement. And it got so serious that the CEO fired the key person on the spot. Wow, talk about embarrassing. The fallout was even worse. Remember, perception is the truth. Of those 100 people that were in that organization that were the top sales and engineering people worldwide, over half of those people resigned or quit or took positions with other companies. How sad that is, that he, as a company owner who's owned his own business and run this business and built this business for more than 30 years, could behave this badly in front of his entire organization and not seem to think that there was anything wrong with it. Well, it gets worse. Over the next few weeks and the next few months, he prided himself on the fact when every week when this recurring call would come along, that they were just fine without this person, and that he, as the CEO, the person with the ultimate vision, was now performing the tasks of the person that he fired and actually doing a much better job than the person that he fired, and proudly said one day, "Why did we have that guy in the first place?" Wow, very sad. The second point that I'd like to talk about is belief always precedes success. Your employees, particularly your sales employees, must believe in your mission. They must believe in the products that you make. They must believe in the markets that you go to. They must believe that the products that you sell will solve the customer's needs, will solve the customer's life better for the customer. If they don't do this, then they will soon find a place somewhere else. They'll become a winning person on someone else's sales team and drive their company to the top. Do all companies behave badly? No, hopefully not. Most of them behave very well, and all of the people that are part of the company do a great job. But unfortunately, there are some bad actors out there. When we do what we say what we'll do, and when we keep our word, and when we trust our employees that they are managing the relationships and that they are the face of our company, then true growth will happen. I enjoy working with companies throughout the world. I enjoy working with global technology companies and helping to leverage the technology that they have, helping them to take advantage of the patents that they have and take advantage of the markets that are growing at rapid rates. My name is Mitch Seehusen, and I look forward to working with you in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mitch. Appreciate that.